Welcome to Primal Armor, a podcast centered on helping each and every listener strive for a healthier tomorrow. I'm your host, Jeff Kimple, and I'll be covering every aspect within the field of health, helping you build that strong foundation for improving your physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, and more. It's time to take your personal wellness into your own hands, and Primal Armor is going to help you reach those goals. I just want to thank you for taking the time today to tune in and listen to today's topic. Enjoy. Before we get started into the episode, I just want to take a few seconds to thank today's sponsor, Anchor Podcasts. They allow me to create and edit these podcasts for you guys. They're also the ones who distribute this podcast to other platforms such as Spotify and the Apple Podcast app on your phone, so you guys can listen to it anywhere at any time. It's everything needed all in one app. I encourage you all to get started today. Go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and follow the podcast. We're back again for another week of the Primal Armor podcast. I'm going to keep trying to hold strong on getting you guys these weekly episodes, but my life has still been as hectic as ever. I've been working full-time at the hospital, I've been coaching at the gym, I've been doing side jobs for another company in the health industry, and I have an interview for a fourth job this week. And I'm also starting school on top of all of that. But I just want you guys to understand how important it is to me that you guys are listening to my episodes, so I'll do my best to keep putting out weekly episodes. I really appreciate your guys' help as well. I'm always open to any new topics that you guys would like me to cover. That actually makes my life so much easier. Sometimes the hardest part of making an episode is thinking of the perfect topic that'll resonate to you guys. Over the past week or so, I had someone reach out to me from halfway across the country asking me something like, "Where have the new episodes been, man?" And that really helped kick my butt into gear and get back into this. If I was just to wait until the perfect time in my life or when I have time, that's just never going to happen because that's life. And I'll just keep pushing it off. I have to suck it up and make the time because that's how much this podcast means to me and how much you guys mean to me. The same guy that got my butt kicked into gear also gave me the topic suggestion that I want to go over this week because I feel like it's something that a lot of people struggle with. I want to cover that mid-morning or even that midday crash in energy, or even for those who can't just seem to get up in the morning without their energy drinks, caffeine, or coffee. Many people struggle with this and deal with it on a daily basis, but that doesn't have to be the case. There are quite a few things that you can do to have higher energy levels throughout the day and to be able to keep that all day long. You may think some of these are just a lot of work, especially if you want to do these on a daily basis, but they help you save money in the long run on buying all those drinks and make you feel better and give you a healthier lifestyle. The first and most important thing you can do is eat breakfast. You cannot skip breakfast and expect to have the energy throughout the day. Breakfast also doesn't count as a Pop-Tart on the drive to work or a small cup of yogurt or a piece of fruit. That'll only give you energy for like an hour before you crash again. You have to eat a well-balanced breakfast to ensure that you're getting enough energy to get you throughout the morning. The body runs off of calories. That's your fuel. You'll sputter along if you don't have enough fuel to start off your day. Breakfast should be your biggest and most balanced and nutritious meal of the day, because that's what we're preempting your fuel for the entire day. Make sure you give yourself enough time in the morning to eat right. The second most important thing you can do is to stay hydrated. You should be drinking water all throughout the day. Have you ever been out in the sun all day and at the end of the day you just feel zapped, drained, especially if you've been drinking all day? That's just something because you're drinking things that are dehydrating you and you're sweating in the sun. And you're becoming even more dehydrated twice over because of those two things. That feeling of being zapped also comes with a headache and even some moodiness. That's also caused due to dehydration. You may not even realize it throughout the day, but you probably aren't drinking enough water. And that's why about halfway through the day you start feeling like crap, because that's your body telling you you're becoming dehydrated. Always be carrying a water bottle with you and make sure you're drinking at all times. There's an easy equation to show you how much water you should be drinking each day. You need to take your body weight in pounds and divide that by 2. That's the minimum number of ounces of water you should be drinking each day. And you should be getting more of that if you exercise. And most people don't hit that, and that's the minimum. But you should be getting even more than that to ensure you're staying hydrated, especially in the hot temperatures we're dealing with right now. Your nutritional makeup also makes a big deal on how much energy you're going to have throughout the day. First, you need to make sure you're getting adequate protein in your diet. You should be taking your body weight in pounds and eating that many grams of protein every day. For your carbohydrates, you should be aiming for more fruits and vegetables in your diet because those are packed with vitamins, minerals, and natural sugar to give you the energy boost that you need. If you eat foods that are packed with fat, sodium, or sugar, like many processed foods are, those make you feel uncomfortable, stuffed, bloated, and sleepy. And that's the last thing you need to be feeling after you eat your meals. Especially if you're at work, coming off your lunch break, you don't need to be feeling sluggish going back to work. You want to feel energized to make that part of your day go by quicker and get it over with. Eating a healthy and balanced lunch, just like you did with your breakfast, and that will keep your energy levels up and throughout the entire rest of your day. Then my favorite thing you can do to ensure you keep your energy levels up is to exercise daily. Even if it's something just as simple as going on a walk. Doing something is better than nothing. Many people just never believe me when I say that going out and exercising will actually give you more energy because they attribute that to being tired for the rest of the day. The best thing you could ever do is to exercise first thing in the morning because that will just carry those energy levels throughout the rest of your day. But sometimes that's just not feasible with people going to work extra early in the morning. Getting any exercise at all in your day will help boost your energy levels. A big component of energy balance is also your hormonal balance. If you do all these things I just mentioned and you still don't have the energy, you probably have a hormonal imbalance. Getting regular and consistent exercise will help balance all those hormones in your body, which will give you more energy throughout the day. It will also make your body more sufficient in burning and utilizing the fuel that you're eating and make it easier to wake up in the morning and stay awake throughout the day if you're eating properly. And last but not least, the other important thing you need to be doing is getting proper amounts of sleep. If you're lacking on sleep, you're never going to have the energy throughout the day, even if you do all the other things. This just will throw your hormones totally out of balance, and you won't have enough proper recovery and rest when you need it. So your body will be trying to force you to do it when you shouldn't be, like when you're dozing off midday. If you feel like you're getting enough sleep, sleeping enough hours, but you're still not feeling the greatest in the morning, you might want to be looking at the quality of your sleep. You might be thinking you're getting the right quantity, but are you really getting the right quality of sleep? If you have any questions on how to improve your sleep, I made an entire episode with tons of informative tips and tricks that you can do to be sleeping better. Please go back and listen to that. And even if you already listened to it, you might have forgotten a point or two by now, so please, just go back and listen to that. It's never a bad thing to drill good habits into your head. If you follow these tips, you will for surely be just feeling so much more energized throughout the day. Some people eat right and sleep well, but exercise can give them that extra energy boost. Some people sleep well and exercise, but they don't fuel themselves properly. Some people eat well and exercise, but lacking enough sleep. And that's probably where I'm at these days. If you try to make small improvements on each of these aspects, I promise you that you'll be feeling better in the morning when you wake up, and as well as throughout your entire day. But if you try each one of these together and realize still you aren't feeling the greatest, then you might need to consult with a doctor, because that means something deeper is underlying that's causing that. Like maybe an autoimmune deficiency, hormonal imbalance is so severe that it just can't be fixed by these, or maybe even something else. But I promise you, if you try these things I just talked about, it will make some sort of a difference. Please, try these out and let me know what you think and if they work for you. Again, this is a listener-submitted topic, but I feel like this resonates with so many people out there, so yours might too. Please reach out to me over the next few weeks if you have any topic that you'd like to have me cover. I'm always open to suggestions. Try out these tips here over the next few weeks and see how they work for you. Until then, have a great week and I'll talk to you guys on the next podcast.